right, welcome back, everyone. We're getting ready to go back live. Here we go. And that was Woo with Whistling Home. That's playing on the KSSU station out there for anybody that can hear through this recorded episode. And now we're going to go back live. Here we go. Welcome back, everyone. This is Desiree DjDmc. I have Daniel here in the studio with me. Welcome, Daniel, please.
Hello, I'm back.
All right, and we are holding it down here at the KSSU radio station or live online station, and giving some discussion to some of the stuff that's going on here in Sacramento. I wanted to briefly dial it back to the resource that I had mentioned for anyone in the area, in the Sacramento and Northern California area, that may need legal service or legal information. Last week I discussed Northern California legal services, but this week we're going to highlight the Sacramento Local Law Library, which is downtown at 609 9th Street, phone number 916-874-6012. They also hold sessions for community members who need information about anything, any civilian issue, any legal anything, contracts, litigation, family, anything. That is your base to start, and then they have all the books and knowledge there to help guide you in anything, because life is hard sometimes and we all need a little bit of help, Yes, definitely. And so again, that's downtown for the local people here. If you're not in the Sacramento area, I encourage you to try to find your local law library. They're usually somewhere close to the to the city hall of the area and or the downtown portion of the area. On to the next. We are here again, so very honored to have my longtime friend and established photographer and cinematographer, Daniel, here with me in the studio. But briefly, before I get my interview started on him, on his wonderful businesses and endeavors, I wanted to share with you one of the flyers that I had picked up around the community for people looking to have event and party rentals. This is an area that you can actually rent for birthdays, baby showers, wedding receptions, so on and so forth. Their prices are pretty reasonable. They start at $100. And there are opening booking dates for 2025, and they're located off of 2128 El Camino Avenue. I was able to pick up this resource at one of my other friends' businesses. I'm going to probably give them a shout out later on. We're going to keep on track though, and since I have Daniel here in the studio with me, which I've been waiting for, by the way. He's a busy man. He's a busy man, so I'm so very grateful. Again, welcome, Daniel.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Of course, anytime, by the way. So, photography. Now, this was something that I knew you were in the music game because we grew up in the same area and we knew a lot of the same people.
Oh, yeah.
And I knew that you guys were passionate about it. A lot of you guys did make some headway. I did see that firsthand. And then life starts lifing.
Yeah.
And we turn our talents into other things.
Yes.
And so I can't say I was surprised when I started seeing your photography work come out. But it was a talent I didn't know you had. And so
me neither, until I started doing it.
And so this, 916 Are You In is about helping people realize their inner creativity and their inner passions that they maybe had to develop in other avenues of life. So basically with photography, we'll go ahead and start there. When did you know you wanted to make it in photography and put that as part of your profession?
So I would say around 2014.
Okay.
But so about 2014. So I was doing music before then.
Mm-hmm.
And when I started doing the music, I just got to a certain age where I was like, I want to find a different avenue, something that's going to be more of my experience,
mm-hmm.
or a different experience. And so I was like, let's try something new. So I went to Full Sail University, got a bachelor's degree in digital cinematography.
Wow.
And ever since then, I've been just working and trying to get more clients and, just show my creativity.
Okay. So Full Sail University, for anyone out there that is looking to develop those skills, that is where he received his degree from. And let me tell you, they do teach some good work because he's pretty amazing. So wonderful. Thank you for sharing that with us. And so, seeing as that's not your full-time business,
No.
right? Okay, if it could be,
If it
that
could
would be amazing,
yes,
right? Right.
yes.
But since it's not your full-time mode of work, what have been some of the challenges that you faced in the photography world, in the cinematography world, especially being from the area?
Well, doing like cinematography, photography is it's kind of difficult in Sacramento in certain ways because it's if you don't know somebody
Mm-hmm.
in that industry, then it's hard to get in that industry unless you're in like the LA area.
Right.
So,
Sure. Okay.
but, you know, I faced a lot of challenges because, especially like dealing with people that you know,
Talk
everybody
about it.
wants that hookup.
And
And you're like, hey, you know, I went to school. I got to pay for my school.
mm-hmm.
I didn't go to school for free, so I can't be giving out stuff for free.
True.
So it's like, you know, you help me, I help you. You know,
Amen.
we build a foundation together, and that's how it should be. Just
Exactly.
because we're friends, it's like, hey, you know, I support your business, support mine as well. I pay full price for yours, pay full price for mine as well.
Agreed.
That's just how it goes.
Agreed. Couldn't agree with you more. And that's probably one of the main reasons you and I have stayed longtime friends and business associates, because that base foundational principle has been something we've understood of one another. And in my opinion, a real friend wouldn't ask for the hookup. If it's something that they, offer as part of a conditional thing or whatever, as part of their marketing strategy, I'm all about that life. But if you're asking someone to come down on their price of their services, you're asking them to take food out of their family's mouths. You're asking them to take food out of, buying more products, buying more equipment, that can be valuable later on. And so that means, in my opinion, they don't really see the dream.
Yeah.
And so, and so, but trust me, many other people do. And so that is a huge challenge, I can imagine. So has it been, but it's not a showstopper.
No, not at all. Because I've had people that I don't know come and be like, hey, what do you charge for a music video, or what do you charge for to come film like a football game or whatever, and I just ask them like, what's your budget? I do want to deposits that's not refundable.
Sure.
Because if you don't do it, then you're wasting my time, so I gotta keep that deposit.
Time is money.
But I haven't had anybody really flake on me like that, so
sure.
Which is good.
Good.
But yeah, it's just fun doing it.
I'm glad that it's still been a lot of fun for you over the years. What is been your most lucrative part of the photography? Has it been with corporations and maybe smaller venues, or is it with your tradition and trade in the music industry?
Yes, basically that. Yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful. Yes.
I've done a couple of sports because I love sports. So
yes.
So when if y'all got family friends that are in school and y'all want me to come out and come, make a little reel for them, because everybody nowadays, you're playing football, basketball, that's what scouts want to see. They want to see that individual and what they can do.
Yes, they do.
And that's why you can call me and I'll be right there.
Exactly. Yes. Make them shine bright. So again, for any of the generation that is looking to start getting into cinematography or photography or media in that avenue, don't give up. Number one, I think that's the overall message, is just don't give up, keep going, keep your prices set like a boundary.
Hey, stand your ground and be like, hey, this is what I charge, and
that's
if you want a good product, you're gonna pay for it.
Exactly.
If you want to go less, then you're gonna get what you get.
You get what you get.
You can't be like, hey, why does it look like that? Why did you pay me like that?
Unfortunately, that's the way the game goes. And so I appreciate, and many other people appreciate, those good business practices in the area. So I hope that with photography and cinematography in itself, you continue to find good clientele. So again, anyone who is looking to book for events, highlight reels, private events, and of course music, various types of entertainment and music, Daniel is available, and he has been doing this for a while now. And so it is pristine. So you can be assured that Northern California, Sacramento area, you won't get anything less than what you absolutely pay for with my good friend here. So thank you so much for answering that one as well. And I have one last, I guess you could